One of the world's most exhilarating natural wonders, Alaska has so much to offer. Expansive landscapes, iconic wildlife, and intriguing native cultures. So when you book a Celebrity Cruises vacation to Alaska, be sure you experience the best of both land and sea. On your cruise, you'll be surrounded in modern luxury while taking in the best of coastal Alaska. You'll see glaciers flowing into the sea, forests rising up from the shoreline, and bald eagles soaring gracefully overhead. And as breathtaking as the cruise along the southeastern coastline is, there's so much more of Alaska just waiting to be discovered. And to do that, you need to travel into Alaska's interior. Travelers who want the best of Alaska book a Celebrity Cruises cruise tour, which offers an exhilarating cruise and a multi-night fully escorted land tour. On a Celebrity Cruise tour, the land portion of your adventure will immerse you in the unspoiled wilderness of Alaska's interior. You'll be escorted by a celebrity tour director, a local expert who will be with you every step of the way to show you Alaska like no one else can. You'll experience the must-see destinations, as well as some local favorites your tour director will point out along the way. Destinations include Denali National Park, Seward, Fairbanks, Talkeetna, Girdwood, or Anchorage. Be amazed by North America's highest peak, Mount McKinley. Experience the famed midnight sun. And in every stop, you'll stay in authentic lodges and dine on the best local cuisine. Get the full Alaska experience with a coastline cruise, as well as travel deep into Alaska's rugged wilderness with a Celebrity Cruises cruise tour. Because Celebrity Cruises believes your vacation should be measured by just how far it takes you from the ordinary. That's modern luxury. That's Celebrity Cruises.
We understand that the expectation from our guests is very high when they come onto a cruise ship. And the level of production value now on cruise ships is not what it used to be. I mean, we really are rivals now to Vegas and New York in the West End. 525,600 minutes. Our mission really, when it comes to entertainment, is to make sure that our guests will feel that they have the similar experience if they were going to one of those destinations.
We have such a comprehensive entertainment program, everything from the shows, the singing, the dancing, the guest entertainers, the live music program. We have a great, extensive live music program at sea on all of our vessels.
No matter what experience you're providing to the guest at any given time, there is an entertainment aspect to it. So it permeates every single thing that we do, whether it's structured and formal entertainment or just part of the overall ambiance that the guest probably doesn't even notice but exists within the experience.
With the rigging systems now in the theaters, which are incredibly complex, we're able to have some of our performers flying over the audience, doing bungee over the audience, around the world. Literally, the show is a 360 show.
Then there's the other side, is actually the cruise programs, which is our Celebrity Life Activities program, and that's all encompassing enrichment, culinary, wellness, the fun and games.
Our guests have become much more sophisticated in their tastes. They're looking for a varied experience, and so our goal is to match those desires. So when a guest walks onto a ship, they literally can look at the program, and the best complaint we can get is that there's too much to do. And then we say thank you, because that's our goal.
Ships, I think for everybody, they're fascinating marvels. Aside from the dining and just the regular vacation experience, the physical fact of moving in a hotel type environment is fascinating to people, and being on the sea.
Because ultimately it is the marine environment in which our ships operate. It's where our staff and crew make their living, and they live out at sea. So it's part of our way to show respect for where we operate.
As we build the ships, there's always slight little changes that we make based on the experience of the previous ships. For the Solstice class, Once the third ship came out, we were able to actually modify the shape of the stern slightly in an effort to get better fuel efficiency. Then we started asking the question, well, would this be possible to go back to the first two ships that had a different design and change that?
This is just an element which shows that the ongoing work for making the ships optimal need to go on. You can never stop that. It's an evolution.
Essentially, to do an operation on the stern of a ship, you have to make sure that stern is as high out of the water as possible. So by moving liquid loads on board, we can tilt the ship slightly to have the stern more out of the water. We're able to have welders and fitters standing on the scaffolding and just starting to make their cuts right into the steel.
We're concerned in investing in cutting-edge technologies that minimize our environmental footprint, and it's what the sustainability folks call future-proofing. Essentially, we've built it into the design of the ship.
The marine team needs to take care of everything to make sure that the ship is operating in a reliable way and in a safe way, and that takes focus every single day, along with supporting hotel and making the experience of our guests better.
Our aim is to provide an awe-inspiring experience for the guest on board. And of course, this is a museum on the sea.
When you look at what we do at Celebrity, and when you look at the experiences that we bring in that no other brand has, and probably no other brand will, because it's really hard to do what we do, because we do it really well, we pay a lot of attention to detail, and we sustain it.
We start with creating a curatorial direction, a narrative, a story for the whole art collection on board. We work with the architects, and they identify the locations on the ship, and we go out and about all over the world and purchase artwork or commission site-specific works from international, emerging, mid-career, and established artists.
We always try to think about how we can innovate something further and bring it even, make it a richer experience for the guests. And then that evolved into how do we take the art program that we currently offer and have applications that allow the guests to tour the art that we have available on the ship and understand it in a very personalized way by using the iPads that we have in the iPad tours.
We're so lucky to live in today's world where we can actually walk around and have not only visually experiencing the piece, but actually being able to read about it and have a deeper experience and relationship with the artwork as one looks about it. Celebrity's vision of creating these art collections at sea is unique and it's spectacular, and we're very blessed to be able to experience international artists in this setting.
Excite the Senses began with the launch of our lifestyle book, and it came to sort of personify or symbolize our philosophy when it comes to everything we offer in food and beverages. That is, when our guests have any experience in the celebrity realm of food and beverage, they leave with all 5 of their senses stimulated.
We love to excite our guests in every single way, but our Excite the Senses cruises, along with our Excite the Senses lifestyle book, is a way that we bring our hospitality experience to life.
From a chef side, a culinary side, it would be more hands-on cooking demos, specialty dinners, and really getting a chance to showcase anywhere from 30 to 50 individuals at a time. Cooking is all about having, we call it the mise en place, the prep.
From a beverage perspective, on the Excite the Senses cruises, we feature our wine partners such as the Jackson Wine Estates, we have Allegrini, we have Wente Wine Estates. These are all partners who we've had strong relationships for many, many years, and they're coming on board with us to execute some really interesting and engaging programming. And then we also offer experiences from our spirits partners, such as Bacardi, Jack Daniels.
So the goal with Excite the Senses has been really to take our culinary enrichment programming to a whole new level. To have our guests have the opportunity to get up close and personal with the real masters behind the scenes that are delivering these experiences and have developed and delivered these experiences on board, from Junior Marino to John Sully, Thomas Szymanski, all of these amazing chefs we have working on our team, Chef Terry and his famous chocolate cake.
When they arrive, they get an apron, they get a knife, their own knife, they get a cutting board, they have all the ingredients in front of them. We have individuals walking around showing them, how to make the dishes. So in the end of the day, they really got a full class out of it and they really learned something.
At our hearts, any culinarian is a teacher. They love to teach and they understand that ultimately what they deliver becomes an emotional experience for somebody. So to really have the opportunity, our team, to get up close and see the guests up close and personal as we do what we do and deliver these experiences to them is really special and definitely excites their own senses.
The Aqua class in and of itself has been a tremendous success. Our guests really like it because you have your own specialty restaurant that you dine in every evening, and you have ready access and preferred access to the spa.
As a result of solsticizing, we are able to bring Aqua class, which is a really terrific stateroom experience that can be booked, that comes along with spa-inspired amenities and exclusive dining at Blue, our specialty restaurant.
We said we've got to now add Aqua class because guests love Aqua class. So we made a lot of these new staterooms that are on Deck 11 Aqua class staterooms, and we converted some of our concierge class staterooms to Aqua class, and then of course we added Blue.
What we heard directly from our guests talking about Blue and the cuisine offering that we have in there, talking about the spa and talking about how the spa on the Solstice class is different, we knew that it made sense to bring that same type of experience onto the Millennium class. And so we're really excited that it's going on to the different ships as we solsticize them.
Massage showers, all the amenities are different, the shampoos and stuff like this is different. It's based on wellness. So the guests get afternoon canapes. We put flowers in the cabin. So they get a fruit basket. And this is this little extra touches.
This Aqua class experience, while it has been incredibly well received by our guests on board Solstice class, wasn't even available on all of our ships. And it's very important to us as Celebrity to be able to offer the best of what we have to offer to our guests on every ship.
Because it was really clear from the guest feedback that we had that they absolutely love the Aqua class, that they did view it as a more premium experience for their cruise vacation.
Wine is absolutely at the heart of our overall culinary experience. And when other people say we can't, that's where we look to say, how can we? And wine is a great example of that.
Wine is extremely important. We use it as a focal point for our entire culinary experience, whether it's wine pairings in our specialty restaurants to the suggestions on our menus in our main restaurant. It goes hand in hand with our entire culinary experience.
From Tahani designed 1800 bottle wine towers to just offering a program as robust and as broad and deep as what we offer is something that is really, really important to us because, again, it's a reflection of who we are. It's our passion.
A lot of our guests look at our wines as a way to educate themselves, enhance their experience, because we have so many different wines on board that people have never heard of before, they've never tried before, different regions, different varietals.
We switched over about a year and a half ago to what we call a progressive wine list. This is a creative approach that really breaks down flavor profiles, what individuals like and what they dislike. So we kind of train our team of sommeliers as well as the bar staff to understand. They hear that terminology of, oh, I like this style wine. They're able to guide the guest to that direction.
The enomatic machines, they're all computerized. They dispense wine. You can get either 1 ounce, 2.5 ounces, or 5 ounces.
I don't think that anyone has done wine cruises as Celebrity is going to do now. And the reason why is because we are picking specific regions, whether it's in France or in Spain, whereby we literally have an entire, almost like a collection of different experiences that a guest can take on each one of the ports to different vineyards. And it's not just going to the vineyards, it's going through tastings, it's going through lectures, it's complete immersion.
The wine lists in the main dining room feature over 300 wines by the bottle. We've added over 20 half bottles to the menu, which is something very exciting for us. We've extended the by the glass list to offer, again, more of a global selection. Wines from all over the world, from Spain to France to California to South Africa. Really, anyone who enjoys wine should be able to find something that they like on our new wine list.
If people are willing to be adventurous, and that's what I always coach the sommeliers to ask people, are you willing to be adventurous? If they are, then there's amazing things you can discover with wine.
We've been working on this for quite a while, but the goal is to bring what we like to describe as elegant simplicity to the plate. What we've really learned over time from our guests is what matters the most to them is the center of the plate.
There's around 78 to 80 new dishes between appetizers, hot and cold, and entrees and vegetarian dishes. I think it starts with first the idea and maybe drawing something on a piece of paper or sketching something. How am I going to put this dish together? Then from the ship standpoint, it's a little bit different in our business because we got to figure out how are we going to source the product. We have to be very consistent on what we do, and we have to make sure that it comes out correctly at all times. You know, we set the recipes, we show them what to do, but it actually trickles down because it goes down to the middle management and then it goes down to the cooks. And it's very important because we have to inspire the individuals. And how do we inspire those individuals? If we give back to them, they're going to give 100% more.
So I think the guests will see a lot of their favorites, and I think they'll see some perhaps interesting new things that we're bringing out to try and always push the boundaries a little bit further.
We really focus in on just finding the right piece of fish, finding the right piece of meat for the guests, and I think the most important thing is we really put a different spin on the range of styles of food.
In the main restaurant, we don't just want to rely on tried and true favorites. Yes, we need a foundation of those on which to build the experience, but we also want to try and give our guests new culinary boundaries, to take them to somewhere perhaps they haven't been before.